Har Har Mahadev. This is the channel message from Sai Baba. If you have taken the course with Sai Baba, it's a part of this course. If this has found you individually, then know that Sai Baba is calling you. During this transmission, there were very unique details that was downloaded to me that I didn't have personally the knowledge earlier. Did you know that Sai Baba is avatar of, if not avatar, then the energy of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva himself explains so much: the innocence, the grace, the devotion, the idea, and the personality of living in bare minimum, detached from the worldly desires, only living for survival, but from the heart full of love, compassion, service, grace. Sai Baba has had a very long, rough journey in this physical plane, and that we have all heard the stories of ever since we have heard of Sai Baba. If you haven't already heard of Sai Baba, know that Sai Baba is the simplest man, one of the simplest man who has lived on earth, and his compassion, his stories of service to the masses, the people who were living in a very poor condition, the people who didn't even have food were given food and shelter by Sai Baba. But know that Sai Baba himself was not from a very rich background. In fact, he belonged to a very humble background. From his teenage years, he has started his service. People saw him as a homeless man walking on the streets. And initially, nobody respected him. In fact, people, judged him for his attires. His attires were, the clothes he wore were very humble, and it just shows how much the society judge people from their clothes, from their identities. And Sai Baba is here to tell you there is no point in judging and feeling the fear of judgment. I'm sure if you have been a part of this workshop or been a part of this transmission, it was already written for you. The transmission called you, the Sai Baba called you, and this is a message for you that do not hold yourself back in any manner, any form. If you feel like someone is judging you, even if it is your own parents at your own home, live freely, because judgment is the biggest shackle of humanity. When you let go judgment, it frees your soul, your heart, your body, your mind. But most importantly, ask yourself, every time you feel a victim of judgment or a part of judgment, are you not also judging? in some way, because judgment comes from both sides. And if it is not coming from you, then you will never accept the energy of outer judgment. So behold yourself in the most loving manner and let go of what is never yours to carry. This judgment, this programming, this conditioning that one should look a certain way in order to fit in. Just look at Sai Baba and the most humble people on earth, maybe from your country, someone else who has been lived a very humble life. He may be an ascended master, or just giving a very common example of Jesus Christ. He never cared about how he's perceived by people. Every change maker, every reformer, everyone who births and walks on earth to transform humanity or the perception is unique. And at this time, humanity is loaded with such unique souls. So honor yourself, honor your journey within, honor your uniqueness, your humility, and see yourself from the eyes of divine. See yourself from your own eyes. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see judgment in any form, or do you see a beautiful soul who is living in the body, and this body is perfectly created, sculpted by divine? And that is also so beautiful that no two faces, no two personalities could be similar on earth. Even the people, I would say, who are not very spiritually inclined or awakened, even they have their own uniqueness, right? So why are we trying to fit in? What is going to be given when we do fit in? And actually, what is the cost that we are paying to fit in? The cost is our authenticity. When you start to acknowledge that you are divine in the way you are, and you are really whole in the way you are, it doesn't matter if you're in a twin flame journey, if you are in whatever journey it is, you are whole within your being. That's how divine sees you. Divine does not see you that okay, you need an additional someone to complete you. For divine, in divine eyes, you are whole. In the eyes of Lord Shiva, you're whole. In the eyes of Ma, goddess mother, you're whole. And this is the message from Sai Baba. It doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter how people see you, value you. You are the most valuable and honorable person. You are the gift of divine to humanity at this time, in this plane, for the work of ascension. You are a blessing to Mother Gaia. Sai Baba adds that my devotion, from this point, my devotion is added in your heart. It's a part of your being now. From this point, his humility will always humble you and ground you. And whoever is taking this workshop, I'm getting one additional message. And this is one for the hearing this transmission. Again, it doesn't matter if you have come from the workshop or taken this transmission. If you are hearing this, then definitely your divine masculinity is rising. inner masculine energies are rising. And for the sake of that, or maybe to help in the, you know, rising process, you were called to take this program for the integration, for the rising at some level, for the grounding at some level, for the, you know, inner union, for the bigger wholesome union with divinity, with your own divinity. And my heart, being a transmitter here, being a channeler here, my heart is expanding in the grace and love of Sai Baba for you. Keep shining, keep growing, and recognize, honor, love the way you were created by God. Because in that truth, in that, form, you are truly perfect. Thank you.